It's these small little consistencies that make the difference. And again, it doesn't have to be outstanding every time. It's better to be good consistently than to be great occasionally. Hey there, Brianne here, also known as the People Engineer. I am incredibly excited to be here today at NC State University on behalf of STEM Media. I'm going to be talking about how we solve engineering problems, but specifically about personal branding and the importance of having an e-portfolio. So let's head on up and meet with Nehemiah. Hello, hello. It's nice to see you.
I'm so glad you made it.
Yes, thanks for having me. Nice to see you again. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, thank you. Do y'all have any idea, like career or industry-wise, what you're interested in yet?
I'm definitely looking mostly into like renewable energy sources. That's like my biggest interest, but I haven't really gotten too far into it yet. So
no, that's all right. Like you said, you at least have a thing. You'll figure out if you like it or not.
Exactly.
That's good to hear. I made the mistake of going into mechanical engineering when I really should have done industrial or even manufacturing engineering. So I essentially kind of found my way. But I will say, like, I fell in love with design because I can't draw stick figures to save my life. But the fact that I could do hand instrument and do an isometric view, and I thought, this is so cool. And I've always been mechanically inclined, building stuff, turning wrenches. Like, I love that. All right, all right. How's everyone doing? Who here is the first in your family to go to college? All right, cool, cool. When you think about when was the most connected you felt to someone, and it's usually some type of story, a piece of us that really connects us. As we continue to figure out more about ourselves, and granted, we're human, so we're gonna mess up. That's a part of the whole process. It's what actually makes us really good engineers, computer scientists, right? We learn how to fail a couple times. But that's something that's so crazily fun and important, sometimes painful, being able to really have a story. How would a story look if it was just a straight line? Someone was going along, their life was great, it's just kind of across the board. Not very exciting, right? And so whenever we have this opportunity of life, the cool fun thing and what makes roller coasters fun is we have ups and downs, turns and twists. Our stomach is in knots, and then all of a sudden there's just exciting explosion that happens. And so these are the type of things to consider when it comes to your story. We need to highlight the good and bad. To me, it says a lot that you're sitting in this room. There are a lot of students that want help but aren't willing to invest in themselves. You're choosing to invest in your future. You're choosing to see what opportunities could be. And maybe this isn't even for you, but you're willing to show up and ask the question, what's the worst that could happen? Let me see if this is for me. This could be amazingly fun. You are showing up to be your best self today and also thinking about your future self, as well as how you're showing up. It's these small little consistencies that make the difference. And again, it doesn't have to be outstanding every time. It's better to be good consistently than to be great occasionally. So I want you all to remember that. I'll say it again. It's better to be good consistently rather than be great occasionally. So these are those small little things, showing up as just who you are today, who you are going to be tomorrow, and then really prepare your future self for success. The Latinas in engineering. I am a fourth generation Tejana. I am the first in my family to go to college, and I am the first crazy enough person to pursue mechanical engineering. I'm actually super passionate about supporting more Hispanics in STEM. The Latinos are the fastest growing population in America, and yet we only account for 10% of Hispanic engineers. And so with knowing the statistics, again, because I'm a nerd like that, knowing that there are 80,000 Hispanics pursuing their engineering degree every year, only half of them finish. Of the 40,000, only 8,000 actually go into an engineering job. That's pain, that's so painful. And especially because it's so hard. Engineering is not easy. Who here has taken Calculus 2? Cool, do y'all know that you are within the 2% of the world who can do those type of calculations? 2% of the world know Calculus 2 or higher. That's insane, y'all. So when you're like struggling and you're having a hard time, like that's normal. You are pushing your brain to do things that's not normal. The story that I told myself was that I'm not enough. I had a really hard childhood. I grew up without my biological dad. I was raised by a single mother who was very wise beyond her years and pushed me to do anything and everything. But unfortunately, she couldn't protect me from the world around me. I had been sexually abused multiple times from the time I was 8 until I was 12. I was in manipulative relationships with friends, with people around me, and everything in the world told me that I was worthless, that I didn't deserve to be treated like just a regular human, that I was less than. And it's really hard because then growing up, as much as I just wanted to relate to people, my heart was broken. I was defensive, I was mad, I was irritated. I just felt like I needed to protect myself from anyone and everyone around me. And so what was amazing is my curiosity wouldn't let me stay that disconnected. So what I loved doing was solving problems. Maybe I can't have a good conversation because I have a hard time listening because I'm waiting for you to say something really mean to me. But what I can do is I can solve a problem for you. What I can do is try to find something and add value so then that way you can love me. And I say that a lot, and I told y'all starting earlier. I know I'm getting deep here, it's a little uncomfortable. But like knowing who you are and being able to work through that foundation says a lot. I realize that's a flaw about me. It took a lot of time and some therapy hours, y'all. It took a lot of therapy. But the more that I realize this is why I'm a good engineer, this is what really helps me drive, this is why I love solving problems. So again, like our mind is such a huge, powerful tool. We have to be careful. Just because you think it doesn't make it true. So be careful of the story you're telling yourself. The mindset is so incredibly strong. What you imagine for yourself is possible. What you imagine for yourself that you're gonna fail at, that's possible too. But whatever you focus on, that's what's gonna become the reality. But if you wanna do something great and you wanna live a world of happiness and joy and light and just fun, you have to be able to see it. Had such a great time. It was a complete honor being on this stage, talking to the students about how to approach life and simply just showing up as the best version of yourself that day. We know life has ups and downs, and as wonderful and challenging as engineering is, it only adds to the stress. So being able to understand the importance of showing up and creating your personal brand, the importance of having an e-portfolio, to be able to celebrate the things that we're doing, our accomplishments, acknowledge our failures, how it helped us grow and move forward, was such a huge opportunity. It was wonderful for STEM Media to partner with the People Engineer for us to be able to bring these students the real life application, the inspiring stories of what they have within themselves, and the power of your own brand in sharing our stories and how we connect with one another and how we can help move innovation and technology forward in solving these big engineering problems.